Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy Carr, and these are my jokes. Let's not fuck about. I haven't got the time. I know what you're thinking. Oh, my God, a Down syndrome Roger Federer. People often say to me, how do you do this for a living? How do you get up in front of people you don't know and tell them jokes? It must be petrifying. Well, I'll tell you how it's done. This is the secret, and it works. If you're doing any kind of public speaking, this is how you do it. What you do is you imagine the people you're talking to are naked. It really works. A couple of quick things to remember. Firstly, don't tell the people you're talking to that's what you're doing. Because that can be a little bit creepy, can't it? And secondly, it doesn't work as well if you work in a kindergarten. If you're young and your parents are getting divorced, it can be a very difficult time, but remember, it's not your fault. Your mum's a slut. No offence, fella. Ooh. An audible intake of breath. Fucking excellent. Brilliant. When I was younger, I couldn't talk to women because I was hiding in their wardrobes, masturbating. Would have totally given it away. You didn't see that coming, did you? Because I was in your wardrobe. I've written a rom-com. Would you like to hear about my rom-com? I've written a romantic comedy. Yeah, I'm very popular with that. You like the rom-coms, don't you, ladies? Of course you do. I've written a romantic comedy. It's about a guy and a girl. Classic. Yeah? Initially, they hate each other. Classic. But they end up in bed together. Classic. It's called The Rapist. Good indicator, this is good advice for young men down here. It's good indicator that a woman fancies you if when she's talking to you, she touches her hair. If it's her pubic hair, it's a cert. This is solid advice. Some advice for the older men, the men in long-term relationships, because sometimes, ladies, we can take you for granted. I'm afraid we do. This is advice for the older men that have let standards slip. Can I just remind you, gentlemen, it is never acceptable to answer the phone when lovemaking. Even if you hilariously pick up by saying, I can't talk now, I'm going into a tunnel. Just a bit of advice for the younger men. If you are going to have sex with someone you don't know, if you're going to have sex with someone you don't know, always, always, always ask. Maybe things are a little bit different in Montreal. You're looking at me as if to say, well, you don't always ask. Some of these women are French-Canadian. They'll do fucking anything. That was a round of applause from the French-Canadian women that will do fucking everything. God love you. Some common myths. You know the kind of stuff you read about on the internet? If you ever read about sex on the internet, you'll see myths. Stuff that just isn't true. The best lubricant for anal sex is not tears. It's blood. Do you ever use pick-up lines? Do you ever pick up a lady with a pick-up line? Yeah, of course. Oh, well, I'll give you a few for free. The best pick-up line, as we all know, the best pick-up line is, will you hold my drink while I go for a shit? That's the best one, because if a girl says, not a problem, she's a keeper. As far as I'm concerned, that line is right up there with, does this rag smell of chloroform to you? And of course, the evergreen, let's not turn this rape into a murder. I was told by my priest, I was raised Catholic. Any Catholics in? Few Catholics? I was raised Catholic, and my Catholic priest told me when I was 12 years of age, he said to me, God is watching you when you masturbate. I said, is he a pedophile too, Father? I'm joking. I said, is he a pedophile too, Carl?